fear, sadness, joy, those are all emotions that we feel, and there are also emotions that play a part in our financial decisions. And here with us we have Annalee Leonard, I was making sure I got it right. I've been pronouncing it back and forth, right and wrong. But Annalee Leonard, founder of Mainstay Financial, and she's going to talk to us about how emotions have an effect on our finances and how we decide to spend them.
Yeah.
And how do they? I mean, you've seen in your business, I'm sure people go on, you always hear the someone broke up with me story, and so then I go and buy $500 worth of stuff there. I'm like, people may spend more worth of stuff to make themselves feel good.
Well, and the thing people don't realize is money and emotions are very closely tied to each other. And that's one of the things I talk to people about when I teach my class. When you turn on the TV and you hear S&P just went down 20%, where do you feel it?
Yeah, sad.
Here, here, not here. The brain doesn't go into gear and say, oh, this is good. No, the stomach goes, oh. Chest pains occur. So it's very, very closely correlated. When you talk to people, you'll find out 7 out of 10 people are stressed about money. Stress is an emotion. And then there have been all kinds of studies done that will tell you that 75% of people out there have at one point in their life, if not multiple times, done impulse buying. And impulse buying is emotional. It has no logic behind it at all. Could it?
I know. I'm like,
we know
a little bit about it.
Yeah.
And one thing that's funny in the culture now, on television and newspapers, whatever, it's all advertising is tailored to not necessarily for people to make bad decisions with money, but it's to try to attract your emotions.
Yeah, it's like, want to feel good by this, want to look good by this.
Well, you think about joy. I mean, what do people do? They think, and you've heard the saying many times, money can't buy happiness, and it doesn't. But money can buy you experiences. You take the entire family on a cruise. You rent the condo for a week out at the beach. Why? So that you have that experience of everyone together. And hopefully that experience turns out well. Because, sometimes when you get the family that close for too long, it's not a good thing. So, but you're trying to buy that joy, and you'll see people when money gets tight, they don't buy that type of experience. They buy things. Whether it's something that the child really can use or not, it makes grandma feel good to give that to the child. So it's a joy type aspect. That you were talking a little bit ago about the fact of sadness. Oh, gosh, that's another one. I always have to be very, very aware when my clients go through a death of a loved one or a divorce situation. We try to fill the hole that's left by buying things. It gives you a little euphoric feeling. They actually did a study with women shopping, and that endorphin that creates joy goes up when you're shopping.
Experienced that. I'm part of that study.
It does.
When my boyfriend broke up with me in college, I went out and I bought an outfit, and I was like,
I could do that.
Yeah.
I could do that.
I didn't feel bad about it, but it probably wasn't the smartest decision.
Well, no,
she's not saying she regrets.
Yeah, I don't regret it.
She's still doing it.
And it's not a bad thing as long as you stay within a budget. When it really gets out of hand is when you're like, oh, he broke up with me. I'm going to show him how good I look. And you go out and you spend $5,000 when you had a $500 budget. That's when it's bad. That's emotion ruling, not at all the brain or logic. So
I'm not there yet, but I hear my producers laughing. I can only imagine what's being said right now.
And we think we do just the opposite, too. We think we can buy someone's affections. Now, that you see on TV all the time. Oh, if I take my date to this restaurant and I buy my date this piece of jewelry, and I know I'm a person that loves bling, but that doesn't get my love.
Annalee Leonard loves
I love bling. Anybody knows, if you want to give me something, give me bling, I'm happy. I mean, I just am. So, you've got to watch how the emotions are pulling you in one direction or another.
Well, and it plays on emotion, too. If you buy your wife, like, a vacuum cleaner or something like that, it's also an emotion.
That creates a real bad emotion. That's
so I should return that to Target right now.
Yeah, that's not the one that earns you love. Do not give
I had it backwards.
Yeah, no vacuum cleaner for the anniversary. Okay, not good. You will be suffering bad emotions.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. And then, of course, you have the fear factor that always comes in with money. We need a car. We go out and we buy a car. And then what happens, as soon as you walk out, you get buyer's remorse. It's like, oh, should I have done this? Oh, am I crazy? What did I just do? I added another, how much money? Well, those are the kind of things you figure out beforehand. You were saying you do a lot of research. And,
do you see researches himself out of buying?
Right. So it's like a face-off, and then I just get I spent too much time on it, and then I just forget about it.
Yeah, see, you could go from one extreme to the other, too. So you've got to have that happy medium. Do your research. Understand what you're doing is the good thing to do, and understand you're going to go through a little bit of feeling of, oh, did I do the right thing? But if you did your research before, you're within your budget, you'll be okay.
Well, thank you so much, Annalee. We really appreciate all your advice. You're always so helpful coming on. I'm like, I feel better financially just talking with you.
Can you just follow me around?
I know.
Sure
can I just call you?
Sure.
I don't need this dress. Are we sure?
Yeah, just call me. I'll talk you out.
Well, perfect. Well, thank you so much. We'll be back after break with Sport Report by Hill Kelly Dodge.